grab your boards. Welcome all surfers to Wavy's Atlantic Ocean. Surf, 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 baby. You wanna surf on the tidal wavy? Yeah. Twerk, baby. For certain, she moving so perfect. Surf, baby. You wanna surf on the tidal wavy? Twerk, baby. I'm loving the way that you surf it.
All my niggas, they gangbang, and all these niggas do the same thing. Counting money, living insane. Steady mobbing, let my flag hang. Told them I'm ready. I'm throwing them monster like Randy. I know that these niggas can't stand me, but the automatic come in handy.
Yo, you already know it's ATM Wavy, aka Mr. OMG, and you know it's me. In this Wavy's world, salute to all the surfers. You already know it's another Surfing Nation situation, you feel me? Now we about to hit this good old wave cave. Yeah, you already know we in that good old wave cave. We about to go ahead and get into this one. Salute to all the surfers for pulling up. Alright, it's an update video to that situation that happened with Tory Lanez, alright, out there in Tehachapi Prison. So one thing I want to say, I found out that Tehachapi Prison is a PC prison. I mean, like, it's a PCR basically. You feel me? So I did find that out. I didn't know that. I thought it was like a regular prison, you know what I'm saying? Regular general pop. You know what I mean? But anyway, I got updates. So I got two videos, all right, by way of a guy that go by Renegade, and I think he's a former I don't know if he's Southside or Norteño. Like, I don't know which one he was a part of, but I believe he's a farmer, one of them. All right. But anyway, from my understanding, he be tapped in, and you know, he be finding out what he be finding out, especially when it's pertaining to the raza. All right. So with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna run the first clip, and after the first clip, we're gonna get back to this.
This is about Tory Lanez. This is the person that stabbed him in Tehachapi State Prison, and I'll tell you guys why. Now, the video I did before was just saying that there was a false narrative going on about a Mexican trying to extort him or make him pay taxes, and everybody ran with that theory. I said, no, it was personal. Now, if a Mexican was to do it, it was, you know, yada, yada, yada. But the reason this took place is this dude was a nice guy, respectful inmate, got into a lot of trouble though. He stabbed a couple inmates in prison. He's doing life without the possibility of parole for 2 murders. And he was in education. He was working in the educational department, respectful, but he happened to be Tory Lanez's neighbor. And at visit, he was flirtatious with his wife. And his wife immediately told her husband. They went back, got confrontational, and Tory Lanez was on the tier saying that he was gonna F his wife because she likes black dudes. That's what really happened. And I had to go do some digging. I had to go, people kept asking me to go look it up, and I made contact with Tehachapi State Prison to finally get the story down, because a lot of people kept saying it was black on black, and he tried to get a black DP'd and all that, and he was paying other people for protection to have other people hit and trying to be the shot caller on the yard. Then I heard Mexicans did it, and I was like, all right, now let me just get to the bottom of it, since everybody's throwing like 202 stories about it. But that is the information. That is what happened. He was being disrespectful towards his neighbor.
All right, so boom, there you go. I mean, it's alleged. I'm still gonna say alleged. Now, I mean, as far as the reason. Now, we do know this is who stabbed him. All right, like we know this. All right, but we don't know whether the reason behind it is exactly what's being said. But from my understanding, this dude is a reputable dude as far as his channel's credibility. And shit, I'm gonna take his word for now, cause shit, I mean, I don't got no reason to do otherwise. All right. So with that being said, freaking that's crazy that this is what it turned out to be. Cause you know, it was an assumption that because you know Mexicans and blacks be having their situation going on out there in Cali on these yards that could have been something related to that. Now, I mean, I also had heard that something about him possibly being extorted and everything, like, which that happened after I dropped my first video. I didn't get a chance to drop a video on that, being one of the narratives, because by the time I got a chance, got some time, this came out, so I'm just gonna go right into it. Now, of course, Tory Lanez is Tory Lanez, all right? Now, I mean, females could be starstruck, all that, seeing him in the visitation and everything. You know what I mean? Not every day you're gonna see somebody of his stature, you know what I mean? I ain't talking about stature and height, because we all know that my son Tory Lanez is a midget, you feel me? But somebody with that type of notoriety, you don't come across that all the time. So it's easy to see where a female probably could have been starstruck, you know what I mean? Looking a little too long, all that, you know what I mean? And Tory being Tory, he know he's probably the most lit dude in that whole prison as far as notoriety on a public level go. Alright, like probably one of the most lit. So him knowing that, his head probably gassed up, you feel me, and flirting back and all that. Know what I mean? So him doing that, some kind of way the word got back to the husband, which is the dude. And I'm gonna need y'all to definitely stay on this video, because the next clip that I'm gonna play though, that shit gonna be, you know what I mean? Because we gotta cover who the guy is too. But apparently the dude, you feel me, got word of it. He pressed Tory Lanez about it. You know what I mean? Tory Lanez is saying, like, basically, nigga, your wife like Black D. You know what I mean? So that's disrespect on top of disrespect. You know what I'm saying? Now this dude, he's a lifer. Alright? Life without. And he's in there active. Because they say he done poked up other niggas. You feel me? So he's not regular. Alright, he's not regular, you feel me? Now, dudes that's in the free world will do something very bad to you for playing with their wife, their girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, dudes will do something bad to you that's not looking at a life sentence. You know what I'm saying? These is regular free dudes. So somebody that's doing life without the possibility, and he's been active while in there, hey, he don't care about you being no Tory Lanez. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just violated, disrespecting him. Everybody done seen it or heard it, whatever the case may be. You gotta expect that to happen, right? So now with that being said, first of all, I'm wondering that the one dude that made that phone call to Spider Lope that I covered on my first video about the situation, if he was dead, that mean he on PC yard too. Now I think about it, because that's a PC yard and you there, then that, when you be PC too? You know what I mean? So, and he ain't Tory Lanez, so Tory Lanez got a reason why he gonna be on a yard like that. Even if he don't request to be in a yard like that, they was likely gonna try to put him in a yard like that. You know what I'm saying? And he not from Cali. It's not like he Blueface or something, because I believe Blueface is on a regular yard, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, hit that comment section up. But Blueface from out there and everything, so it's different. He ain't from out there, he don't belong to no gang or nothing. And from my understanding, he run with the Muslims, right? So which when you ain't banging or nothing, but you looking for protection still and not want to turn to a gang, that's usually what dudes do. They end up turning Muslim, and all of a sudden they don't eat pork. You feel me? Now, with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna run the next clip. But the next clip, yeah, so before anybody that's celebrating, because they probably on the Rasa side of things, or they might be, you know, pro Megan. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, Megan got justice. Yeah. Before y'all go gas this Mexican dude up, let me run this clip, and then we're going to get back to this.
But this is the suspect that stabbed Tory Lanez, right? In Tehachapi State Prison. And I already explained why he stabbed Tory Lanez, for disrespecting his wife at visit, saying a couple, derogatory words on the tier about his wife. And the man took initiative to defend his wife and stab another inmate. That's why I said it's not really going to be a racial war. And if it does happen, so be it. That's in prison. But I always said it was personal. But let me tell you guys why he's in prison. He's in there for murder, right? He also has an in-house stabbing as well, and he got caught with a bunch of weapons, and he's been known to stab a couple of other inmates. He caught additional time on top of his life sentence. He was 20 years old, living in Lancaster, right? And he was on parole when he started dating a 13-year-old girl named Evelyn. And Evelyn ran away from home from Palmdale, ended up at his house. They had obviously some type of encounters, some kind of relationships, if you know what I'm talking about. And then things escalated and blew out of proportion, where they got into an argument, and he shot 13-year-old Evelyn in the face and killed her. That's why he got sentenced. And the reason why I bring that up is because even though he didn't get charged for it with an S offense, because the district attorney went after a murder case, this dude got his spotlight. I'm pretty sure that's what he is enjoying right now. A lot of blogs talk about, the fact that he stabbed Tory Lanez. But let's talk about the fact that he also shot a 13-year-old little girl that he was having sex with when he was 20 years old. So before we start giving this man any credibility, like, this is for Meg Thee Stallion, this is for her, retaliation, this and that, do realize that the man that did it was having sex with a minor, and he also killed that minor. That's why he's doing life without the possibility of parole. So I really don't want to hear no gratitude and no fame and, respects, and, this is for Megan, or free Tory Lanez, none of that. Because, we're going to give a lot of glorification to a man that doesn't deserve it. Even though a lot of us are bloggers and a lot of us are obviously YouTubers and content creators, we're going to talk about the simple fact that this rapper, singer got blasted in a state prison by some Mexican. All right, well, let's put it all on the table. This Mexican was having sex with a 13-year-old girl, then he took her life. Now we can criticize him and crucify him in the comment section all over social media for that.
Boom. So there you have that one. Now things get more interesting. So this dude, yeah, he's active as far as he willing to get bound, willing to get wild with you. Yeah, he willing to do all that, right? That's cool, you feel me? But the fact that you're incarcerated and your sentence that you're incarcerated for, the sentence that you received for the crime that you committed was behind the fact that you unalived a 13-year-old because you was out here being a creep, being a weirdo. He got a weird case. Why is he around? Like, certified what foul? Bro, what foul is that? That foul? Nigga, put in the trash bin, nigga, and then permanently deleted. That's what I'm saying. So, yeah, he was in the right for doing what he did to Tory Lanez. I'm gonna keep it real. But guess what? Nigga, you play with mines, we gonna get it how we gonna get it too. I don't care about who you are. You feel me? So the part about that, I'm not gonna say nothing against the dude with this being that, right? Know what I'm saying? Like, Tory should have looked both ways before he crossed that street. You feel me? Because he obviously didn't. He got his ass hit. But I'm not gonna excuse the fact that this dude is in here because he's a weirdo. You know what I'm saying? Like, you having relations with a 13-year-old and you were like 20? Ain't that's what Renegade said? You 20 years old with a 13-year-old boy. Then you gonna take her out too? Boy, man, listen. So with that being said, right? He's no good, and he's not a gang member because it was said he was a gang member. I just didn't know whether he was a South Sider or a North Sider, but apparently he ain't no gang. Ain't in a gang, and it makes sense because with those type of charges, even if they press you, you go to prison, jail, whatever, they press you from the rip. Now, I'm sure he probably got pressed with everything, or he used to belong to something, you feel me? But once these type of well, not the type of charges, because he got charged with murder, you know what I'm saying, a homicide, right? But the details, you know what I mean, leading to his charge is enough that even though you not considered a SO as far as your charge go, you still be looked at like a SO, which is the sexual offender. You know what I'm saying? You still gonna be looked at that by the population. You feel me? Like banging, nobody gonna say, oh, well, I mean, his charge ain't say that. Even though we see the details spell out, he's a creep of the week, a creep of the year, a creep of the century. You know what I'm saying? Even though it say that, but because it's a homie and he didn't get hit with the others, you know what I mean, with the R, or he got hit with anything relating to a sexual misconduct, niggas ain't about to look past that. So that's probably why he's not a banger, because he's not allowed to be banging. But on them PCRs, you know what I mean, they be having their own little gangs and everything, you know what I'm saying? Like they literally got a PC gang, like, you know what I mean? And they be getting wild, hella wild from what I hear, because it ain't no structure, you feel me? Just a whole bunch of no good dudes that just now but they still the type of dude they was. They just no good. And he obviously off of whatever he was off of, you know what I mean? Because they say he been getting wild since he been in there, you feel me? Catching extra time and everything. Which doesn't matter when you got life without parole, you know what I'm saying? And I'm sure if he didn't already exhaust all his pills, they not gonna appeal him anyway. Like that, the details of his situation, they're not appealing that. You know what I mean? They're not granting no appeal for that anyway. So he ain't got nothing to lose, because his life is done. He's gonna live and he's going to die in prison. All right, and with his situation, oh well, nigga, you feel me? Like I hope somebody poke that nigga up, you know what I'm saying? But actually finish the job, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Because he ain't finished the job, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't saying that Tory should have got taken all the way out anyway, you feel me? But as far as him having some type of violence thrown towards him, you know what I mean? Aimed towards him, oh yeah, if that's the case, you violated somebody's wife, and then when they approached your body, you got extras that just stood on top of that, you should have been ready to do whatever you had to do once you caught wind that he caught wind. You know what I mean? Once you knew that he knew what you did, Tory should have definitely got suited up and booted up, you feel me? And ready for whatever action was going to be coming. But maybe his ego had him thinking it was just sweet. I'm Tory Lanez, niggas know what better. I put the bag on you. I don't know what he could have been thinking. Tory Lanez do have one of them cocky attitudes. So you know what I mean? He got what he's asking for. I bet you he ain't gonna move like that no more. You feel me? I bet you he ain't gonna be moving like that no more. You know what I'm saying? Cause he got years to go. So boy, you better adjust, nigga. You feel me? But yeah, as far as this dude, yeah, he was a weirdo, you know what I'm saying? You don't get no love, no respect. You know what I'm saying? Like you super lame, you know what I mean? And your wife, I don't know, cause he obviously is some pen pal situation, like, you know what I mean? Cause from my understanding, he wasn't married going in. You know what I mean? So it's somebody he met while he was in there. You know what I mean? Which is common. A lot of people be marrying these dudes that's in prison doing life. They ain't never coming home or nothing. But I guess some of these female self-esteem be so low that they just happy somebody reaching out to them, or they just, some people just got an infatuation with people that are part of this life. People got all type of fetishes and shit that they into all over this world. So this is common though, you know what I mean? This is common. But my thing is like, do you not know the details of his crime? You know what I'm saying? Like what led him to getting sentenced to life without, besides the fact that you see is obviously a homicide. But do you know the details? Because my thing is, she know the details and she still decided to marry this dude. She's a weirdo too. You feel me? And that would just be like, damn, Tory, you just got poked the hell up. Cause that's what he got poked the hell up. 2 collapsed, long stab, face, the back and all over, like 14. Like, boy, you just went through all that behind a weirdo's weird wife. Like you got like it's two weirdos. You know what I'm saying? You just got caught up in all that behind two strange niggas. You feel me? So yeah. But that's if she knew, which is like, wow, and then you still would be weird for not doing your research. You just that infatuated by somebody because they doing life without, and you just want to be a part of that. You don't care about none of the backstory. Hey, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But that's what's going on. That's the update. If anything new come out, you know what I'm saying, that may be different from what I covered. You feel me? Or even like a new update on Tory Lanez, his condition, whatever the case may be. I'm gonna try my best to be on it. You know what I'm saying? I'll be having like other shit going on, but ain't no excuse. You feel me? Like, gotta get to it. You feel me? So you already know, man. It's ATM Wavy, aka Mr. OMG, and you know it's me in this Wavy's world. Salute to all the surfers, man. You know, I appreciate every time y'all pull up, and I hope y'all continue to pull up. You feel me? So, of course, if you like the joint, hit that like, you know what I mean? You got something to say, you know what I mean? I hope y'all got something to say, you know what I mean? I like interacting, as I'm sure a lot of y'all that been rocking with me could see. I be in the comment section, you feel me? Know what I mean? Not everything gonna get a comment if I don't feel like I need a comment, but I at least try to hit somebody with a heart, you feel me? Just to show that you're not wasting your time hitting up that comment section, you feel me? So hit the comment, the basement, you feel me? And of course, hit that sub, holla at the blood, join the Surfer Nation, you know what I'm saying? Cause we waiting, you know what I mean? Pull up and all that, you already know, you know what I'm saying? And of course, after you hit that sub, hit that notification bell. So when I drop something, it's gonna yell. And of course, you know what I'm saying? Of course, is last but not least, always look both ways before you cross that street, cause you might get hit.